Hey everybody, it's Mae from Black Mountain Plans, and today I wanted to come on here and do kind of a different type of video. I want to show a project I made yesterday. Really happy with the way it turned out, and I need some feedback to see if this would be like something y'all would like to see on the channel in 2024. So if that seems like it would sound interesting to you, just stay tuned. Okay guys, so as we all know, I've been taking a little bit of a break and trying to get things ready for 2024. Some of the things that I have been wanting to do was to get some of the areas in my home organized. And when I say organized, I mean like changed up a bit. And I have tons of recipes. I'm sorry, I have been crafting. I have got stickers stuck to me, all kinds of stuff. I have been collecting recipes for years, and when my mom passed, she just had all of hers in a huge shoebox. I have several recipe planners, like from Erin Condren, from Happy Planner, and I do think that I'll be using them. But I have, as y'all know, if you watch this channel, I talk about I kill my houseplants. I had all my houseplants lined up in different little pots and planters along my fireplace mantle, and they're all dead. And now I just got little empty pots with dirt in it, and I'm like, they gotta go. I need something better up there. So as I'm painting things to put on the walls in the dining room, adding some more Pioneer Woman type farmhouse stuff in there, I decided what I wanted to do with all these recipes was make like some folios, recipe boxes, and line them all up on my mantle. Now, it's a big undertaking I'm going to do because I want to separate them out by subject. So there'll be one project made to just hold recipes for chicken, or just for soup, or just for beef, or Christmas, cooking. I've got a list of like 18 different things I want to separate out because I have enough recipes to be able to put into 18 different little items. So let me show you some of the things that I was messing around with and then what I came up with. Okay, so like I had said, my kitchen is blue. It's the color it came with the house, and I'm good at some things, but I can't paint. So my kitchen is decorated in Pioneer Woman, and so is my dining room. And so in here is just, tons of 4x6 cards, and these are actually blank. I don't like this box, and I'll tell you why. It's because if you want to put dividers in here, there is no room in this type box for dividers. So that's a no for me. I figure this is a good area to store the recipes that are like clipped and came from my grandma and my granny and my mom, and even some from my daughter and daughter-in-law, and put them in here until I get the chance to recopy them. So everything has a time and a place. Then when I was cleaning my studio, I came across this box, and this will work for 3x5 index cards with dividers, I do believe. So this is an option to put up on the mantle, or maybe in the hutch where I store all of my finished projects, and decorate it up, maybe decoupage it, paint it. I'm not sure. This is an option. But I don't want 18 little boxes all kind of looking the same. So I decided, okay, well, let me pull out the project I made last year, which is this recipe box right here. It was from the Happiness Homemade, nope, Kiss the Cook collection, I believe. Or, yeah, I don't know. It was something. Okay, so I put some metal pieces on it, chipboard sticker I popped up, this one right here on foam tape, some of the flowers that I've made, a couple of Prima buds in here, some little wooden chipboard pieces, and then on the back I put the ball jar with the carrots and the ball papers. And then inside, after I put on this clip right here, I had made, using the Graphic 45 die, some little accordion style pockets, right? So there's 13 little pockets in here. And then I took the die and some pattern papers, and I made these little folders to hold 3x5 index cards. And the cool thing is if you're wanting to, use the index card while you're cooking, it'll do it, right? But that's not the look I'm going for. I love this little box, and as you can see, I don't have any recipes in here yet. I made this last year, and if you guys want to see a tutorial on this, I can link you to Scrap and Create. It's on her channel. Or I could actually do the project on camera for you. no big deal. It's not my idea. It's just, you know, I put a little spin on it, this, that. All right, so that was an option, and I like the idea. This right here is really drawing me because I made it, and I like it. So I was like, let me make something that is going to work. But the first thing I had to do was I had to decide what I'm going to do with all my cookie cutters because they are constantly showing up missing. So yesterday I went to Walmart, and I got this box. This is Merry Christmas, and it's about this big. And no, it's not going to stay like this. What I'm going to do is paper the inside and the out, the lid and inside the lid. And I'm going to put a 3D object up here to use as a handle to take the lid off. And I am going to paper it in something very vintage, farmhouse, barnyard, something like that that will match my dining room to hold all of my cookies. And this will actually fit on my mantle. So that's project number 1. And that is something I want to get done by the end of the week. So this is what I came up with. I came up with a recipe folio because this coming year, I want to recipe plan every single day. You know, we all write down our to-dos in our planner, and I want to write down scripture writing in my faith journal, and I want to write down one recipe. I want to copy it and get a lot of these boxes and clippings and things that are just collecting. The more I go through all the family heirlooms, I just keep finding them and finding them and finding them. And I wanted to create something that my daughter would be happy to have when I pass. And it's already organized for her, so she doesn't have to worry about it. So I made this. It's not really a trifold folio, it's just a folio, because when it opens up, it's 2 separate pieces, and then each one of these is 2 flaps. So it's like 4 large, you know, sections, and they measure 6 3/4 by 10. And it will sit nicely up on my mantle. I like the way it looks. I've got lots of magnets going on, so let me show you what I did. I used the Doodlebug Milk and Cookies, and I had 2 of the this and that sheets with the stickers, and that came in super handy. From now on, when I purchase Doodlebug kits, scrapbook papers, I'll be buying 2 of the this and that sticker sheets, and I'll show you why when we get into the center. And then I have some gingerbread men stickers. They're kind of puffy and dimensional. They were in my stash. I used a lot of projects from my stash, and I'm really happy they got used up. And I'm thinking that I'm going to be making something very similar to this every single month. And 18 of these will definitely go down the length of my mantle, as well as that cookie box. Maybe even 2 of those cookie boxes, because I think I got enough cookie cutters for that. So let me show you what I did. Okay, so this is just a magnetic closure, okay? And this was something that was in my stash. It was a file folder. I think it was from Snap. You know, the Snap binders. It's old, it's discontinued. I looked so I could link it for you guys. I can't find it. But it was a file folder that came with 4 pocket sleeves inside of it. So what I did was I covered the back. I took one of the stickers, and it says Christmas. And then I used from the mini icon sticker sheets that came with the, what way was an add-on for the Milk and Cookies collection. I just put a simple sticker on each one of the flaps, you know. And then I took one of the trim borders and added, you know, backed it with some ribbon and put it there. It's not a pocket. I didn't want it to be a pocket. And I like that these pockets are super small. Let me show you what I'm going to do with it. As you can see, these are truly family recipes. They have gotten cooking all over. My mom even wrote a phone number on here. It's just, I can't bear to lose the original, you know, because it honestly means almost more than the recipe. But I like how it's going to sit in here, okay? And these are 3 of the most popular Christmas, well, other than gingerbread. In this house, we are gingerbread freaks. We love to make zucchini bread, fresh zucchini bread. Let me see, where is the sleeve? Because I want to go ahead and actually put this in. So we make fresh zucchini bread. Of course, we make gingerbread. We make sawdust salad, and we make boiled cookies. They sound super crazy, right? I'll be having pictures at some point. But I like that on the front cover, the 3 most used recipes for Christmas are right here. And then I can find another one in the stash, and it just magnetic closes. It says holiday right there. It's got 2 of the cookies. It says happy holidays and traditions. So if you turn it to the side, I just put some more of those puffy gingerbread men. I think it's perfect because that's the side that's going to be facing out on the mantle. And when I see those gingerbread men, I know this is my Christmas folio. On the back, this is what I like to do when I'm using scrapbook papers. I try to always put the main sheet of the collection. So this was called Milk and Cookies. So I took the Milk and Cookies paper. I had 2 more gingerbread left and the collection sticker that says Milk and Cookies. That way I can remember what the name of the kit was. When it got to the spines, I decided I didn't feel like cutting very small, strips of pattern paper. So I used the this and that stickers. And since I had 2 sheets of it, I was able to accomplish this. So if you open it up, you can see my daughter and my favorite cookies, which are gingerbread. I don't like a hard gingerbread. Nope. I like them soft, fresh out of the oven. Oh my goodness, the best cookie in the world, right? So I intend to either put pictures or something that's super memorable from the family at Christmas time right here on these pages. I did not leave these back to where you could tuck. I don't like that. They have a tendency to fall out. That's not my deal. So I want to actually lay them down. And these stickers, they remove very easy. Let me show you. If you take your Cricut weeding tool, believe it or not, they're not going to come up unless you help them, but they don't rip the paper. So if I want to, I can tuck under and go. Since this is gingerbread and this is gingerbread, I wanted the 1.5 inch spine to definitely be the reflective paper that's in the middle. So let's go ahead and get started, I guess, on this side. So what you're going to do is you would flip open the folio, right? And you've got 4 waterfalls in here. Now, each folio that I'm going to create each month is going to probably have different little elements in it, but for the most part, they're going to have, the waterfalls, because that's where I'm going to be attaching my recipe cards. So over here it says, "'Tis the season to be jolly," and we've got this paper on the belly band, on here, and at the trim at the top. Likewise, we have the holly berries, and holly berries. It's kind of the theme that's going on. This was a sticker from the kit. I'm probably going to have to use my art glitter glue to make this lay down, and which is good because the nozzle is so thin I can get on the back of that. So when I put this one down, the magnets shifted, and when they did, there was a little piece of the belly band showing. So what I did was I took one of the stickers from the collection, and I stuck the little sugar cube on the edge that was showing past the belly band, and then let me see if I can flip it down. On the reverse, there is the sugar cube as well. This is directional paper, so I have to make sure, let me get back in the frame, that when it's going down, it is. Now, the reason I was happy about 2 of the this and that sheets is because this says, "'Tis the season to be jolly," right? And when you flip it, let me see if I can get this booger in frame. I made sure that the reverse side was the exact same sticker, and that's where I hide my magnets. This is a concept I came up with last night. I don't know if anybody else has ever done it, but it is working for me, y'all. I totally love it. Sorry guys, I had started coughing again, and I do apologize about the Faith video the other day. I meant to edit out me coughing my lungs out, it seemed like, and when the video posted, I didn't know how to edit it out once it had already posted. And I do apologize. That was so unprofessional. So anyway, back to this. So you have your belly band with a 1/4 inch lip, at the top and the bottom. Little tea bag here, the 2 little Christmas tea mugs. And then I put a little heart right here, as well as the tea bag and the heart. And this is Merry Christmas and ho, ho, ho. And the reason I didn't want anything other than, decorative items on here is because I want to be able to put the directions and the ingredients and the temperature and what the recipe yields, and then the directions down here. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. This folio is designed for 4x6 recipe cards. So you'll have this nice little pink background, That'll be right there. And then on the back, your directions will be glued down right here. And I like this. I didn't want sleeves where I pulled it out. People have a tendency to be rough with these things if it's not you who created it. Sometimes people are a little rough with your creations, and over time, these waterfalls are just a piece of cardstock, and over time they will come apart. So I figured if the recipe where your ingredients and your cook time, your prep time, your servings, all that, the name of it, and then down here is your directions, they won't have to be pulling and jamming on it. And I designed the folio to hold 40 recipes. So each waterfall will hold 10 recipes. I put some of the pattern papers, 3/8 of an inch wide, into each one of the little valleys down here. And even though these are not Christmassy looking recipe cards, I had ordered I didn't even know, and it was really cool, so I think I'm going to be doing this too. I'm going to be ordering 2 sets from now on of the mini icon stickers when I do Doodlebug, you know, because not every collection is the same, but I already have one open. So what I intend to do is where these forks and spoons are, you know, it'd be so easy to take like a gingerbread cookie, stick him there, and over those forks and spoons, I don't know, stick the little doggy. That way now it's going to tie into the collection. It's going to look like it was supposed to be here. And I'm thinking about writing in black and green and red ink. That way it's very Christmassy looking. But that is my plan for the recipe cards. So I'm not going to show that again in every waterfall. I just wanted to show you like what my main idea was. And like I said, they'll be centered in here. So if they're centered just right, I think. Let's see if that little dog's hat will hold it. Okay. No, it won't. So if you hold it just right, you'll see part of the recipe at the top, you know, and so you'll know where you have recipes at. My goal is every single month to finish the folio, put it on the mantle. So like I said, there's 10 slots in here, and when we get here, that is where the top ingredients and things and the directions will go. So these waterfalls on this side, they flip down, okay? And I wanted to do it that way because I didn't want too many elements side by side, so I wanted some of the larger pieces down here. But as I put the belly bands on, it kind of happened anyway. But at least that's starting to drive me nuts. This is a strudel sticker. I'm gonna have to use my fine liner glue for that. And as you can see, to keep it from drying out, it holds a stainless steel safety pin in it, and it is a super, super fine tip nozzle. I'm going to be able to go in the back of that, no worries, and get the glue on there. So this one right here says, Here Comes Santa. I put the milk and cookies stickers from the this and that sheet on here. The word that says magical and Santa is a file tab. And then I used the doodle pops and some of the other pops. So this is a belly band. It comes up. It has the reverse sticker on the other side. That's the last one I'm going to show it because they all are the exact same way. Okay, so when you flip down, it is directional paper, so you have to make sure your gingerbread are facing up. This is just a little design right here. I may add something on this or not, but I think when the belly band's closed, it looks, you know, really cute. So when it was open, I just didn't want it plain looking. So this one, they have the strips of paper in between, and then on this one, on this type, it will be like this. You know, here is your recipe ingredients up here, and then here are your directions. And so instead of flipping down, you'll just be flipping up, okay? So these are the way they look, and then down here, this paper and that trim is going to match the outside paper that is on the belly band and right there. Stop. Good Lord. Okay, so you just fold this up completely. Okay, and we're going to shift on over to this side. So, whoops, my magnet moved on that one. My goodness. Once the recipes get in here too, it'll help it to be very full, and they will actually bow up a little from the weight of the recipes on each one of the cards, front and back. Plus with Fabri-Tac, y'all, I told you it dries like cement. It makes everything feel super, super secure. I love it. So this says it's the most wonderful time of year. I put a heart here because I'd actually gotten my fingerprint on there from the ink. This is just like a little piece of tater tot hair. Y'all, he was losing his mind. We didn't go to bed last night one time. So here's like a figgy pudding, I guess you could say. The polka dot paper is the main star for this section right here. Then when you flip it down, I have a picture in mind that I want to put here, so I made like a photo mat. And then, of course, these are going to be flipping down for the recipes, okay? And this is directional paper on this side. It was just the border paper, and so I went ahead and put it on the reverse. Not really the best choice, I think, but, you know, it's a place to use it. So, again, strudel sticker right here. This one says Marion Bright. I used the doodle pops right here and the dimensional ones here. When you lift it up, I want to put another picture here. The paper for this one is like the rolling pins, the mixers, and some of the little goodies to eat. And then these flip up in this section. So I really like this idea. I'm kind of looking forward to making one for every single subject that I need to do for recipes. And when I am recipe planning each week, I think I'm going to do like a flip through once a month of what is the folio that I created. And then since there's 4 sections in every folio, now it might just be that I put clear plastic sleeves that flip with some pattern paper. I might put an acetate pocket with some paper on it, or you just put it in the pouch. There might be different design elements in each one of the folios, but the folio itself, the outside and the way it opens and the 4 areas to decorate will be the same every single time. That way they are uniform on my mantle. And I love that it just goes right on my mantle, and I know just by the spine what it is I have in this book, and that way I know all my Christmas recipes are right here. I just need to grab it off. So if this seems like it would be something that y'all would be interested in seeing on camera, you know, kind of like the faith kit, where it's once a month I put together either the journal or the project where I'm going to do the faith kit. This would be where I show the folio that I'm going to be putting the recipes in, you know, once a month, the different patterns and designs. And then, you know, once a week, showing me just gluing it in and just talking about, I don't know, maybe some of the recipes that I found in the collection or family memories. I just thought maybe it might be a neat addition to the channel. So if that seems interesting, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you kind of like the idea, what you think of the project that I made, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!